this is reflected in the achievement gap. There's a specific achievement gap here at our school between students with learning disabilities, the socioeconomic demographic in our student body, as well as our English language learners. Those are the groups of students that we really take a look at the EWS data that is provided to say, okay, what can we do to help these students? And you know, I'm really proud of our teaching staff at East High, because through this data analysis team, what we've done a couple things, and I would like to explain those. They all work together, and they're all kind of occurring at the same time. You know, it's easy for a school to get what I call data bloat. All right, you have all of this data pertaining to student achievement, but you kind of have to always remember, okay, a classroom teacher. What does the classroom teacher really need to be effective? So through RTI and what we've done here at East High School, and we have an RTI specialist in our school who's worked very, very hard to more or less get teachers to understand that every student in their classroom is their responsibility. So in other words, the special ed students, we just can't have the idea or the attitude that, you know, we have special ed teachers that take care of the special ed students. We have English language learners, the ELL teachers that will take care of those students that are struggling with the English language, or those students that are living in poverty. So we've really gone to great lengths here at East to teach our teachers professional development of what does it really mean to teach a student who's in poverty. What are things that the regular classroom teacher can do to assist a student with learning disabilities? What are some things that we can do to teach students that are English language learners at different levels in our classroom? And so what this is, just getting at tier one for the teacher to accept the responsibility that, look, all of these students, no matter how diverse, are my responsibility. This is a result of us taking a look at the data, the EWS data, and saying, where's our need? What can we do? The students that need it the most, they don't lack mental horsepower, okay? But they just need a little more assistance specific to reading and reading strategies that they can use. And so that's what we're doing at WausauEast High School to help our students become college and career ready. However, then approach that we more or less abandoned was, okay, here's what the data is showing us our teachers need, and then we were making these presentations in PG&D regarding specific content reading strategies, disciplinary reading strategies in the classroom, and teaching it to our staff during PLC time, during in-service time. And what we realized was that it just wasn't an effective way to teach our staff. So instead what we did was the RTI specialist had a great idea and said, look, maybe it's more important that I work one-on-one with different departments. I have access to all the data. I can show how our students are doing in social studies, in math, in science, and so that's the approach that we've been taking now at East High School, where our RTI specialist is working individually, one-on-one, with teachers within departments or working with departments. And it's our RTI specialist that's working with them and showing them, specific strategies for not just reading, but also for writing in the classroom. And it's made a huge difference in our teachers feeling confident to implement those tier one type practices where they're taking responsibility for the differentiation, for the scaffolding of instruction within their classes. They're saying, okay, here's a student that's experiencing some difficulties with learning, specifically reading in this case. Now they feel much more confident because they've been working with our RTI specialists. They've been learning specific disciplinary reading strategies that they're able to implement in their classroom lessons. And overall, as a school, it's just helped us with everything regarding tier one, and in our teachers saying, look, this is my responsibility, these students are my responsibility, but now I know I can be effective in teaching them because I've been giving the necessary training or the assistance and provided the support to be a more effective classroom teacher with these students.